Identified as West Londoner Mohammed Emwazi. Cage spokesperson Cerie Bullivant joining us now. Hello to you. Thank you for joining us here on Sky News this afternoon. Let me ask you straight off the bat, what level of harassment by the security services here in the United Kingdom justifies beheadings?
It's not about justifying anything. Nobody here is apologising or trying to make an excuse for what happened. We're talking about the causes of it. For years now in the British discourse on this issue, we've failed to look at the causes of radicalisation in an honest manner. The conveyor belt theory that's been pushed time and time again has been proven academically to be incorrect. It has no empirical evidence. Yet every single time one of these horrific attacks happens, the people who perpetrate it quote foreign policy as the key pusher. They quote harassment and domestic policy as factors. And we keep on ignoring that. And it's not about justifying it, it's about looking at the causes of it so that we can make everybody safer, both here and abroad.
How do you feel about the beheadings?
To be frank, I'm kind of appalled that you would ask me that question. Muslims are human beings as well.
Don't be appalled. Just answer the question if you would, please, sir.
I am. Muslims are human beings as well. We are shocked when we see beheadings, we're shocked when we see barrel bombs. We shouldn't have to justify our humanity by saying that I'm shocked by something as brutal as this. I campaigned, both behind the scenes and publicly, for the release of Alan Henning. So your question is inherently Islamophobic and racist.
Nonsense. Get over yourself. Who's responsible for these beheadings?
The man who cut off their heads, and if you take that back a step, the people who potentially helped in his radicalisation. In this case, the security services.
So you feel that the security services here in the United Kingdom are in some way or in some part responsible for the beheadings now being carried out by Jihadi John and others?
Everybody has agency for their own actions, and everybody, regardless of where they are and who they are, should be held accountable by the law, by due process, for any sort of torture that they do and any sort of killings without due process that they take. That is a blanket statement for all people in all times.
So are you saying that the security services are in some way responsible for these beheadings, was my question.
What I've said is that we have to look at all of the history of these things as well. If you try and take these issues in a vacuum, then you're not going to be able to analyse how they happened and try to get to some sort of understanding of how to stop them from happening again.
Okay, so do you feel that in some way the security services in the United Kingdom are responsible for the beheadings carried out by Jihadi John?
I feel, I'll give you the answer that you've asked me 3 times. I feel that the security services have time and again harassed people and pushed them, and that has played a part in the radicalisation of this man. Now, he is responsible for his own actions. They are partly responsible for putting him in that position.
Do you condemn his actions?
I've already said, I'm sorry, I'm not answering that question. It's a ridiculous question. I've already gone through this and dealt with it.
Joining us now from central London is Cerie